And we kick off our updates with housing news. While celebrating their 15-year anniversary, Montefieur's Housing at Risk program held a fair for Bronxites to get a better glance at what housing opportunities and resources are available to them. Our BronxNet reporter, Brittany Schuyler, has a story.
While celebrating their 15-year anniversary, Montefieur's Housing at Risk program held their first ever fair for Bronxites to get a glance at what housing opportunities and resources are available to them.
People they know or patients that they're working with feel like that they are either having inadequate housing or unstable housing. This is the place to be today.
Aside from the fair, the Housing at Risk program had made massive strides in its near 2-decade run. Outcomes include a decrease in ED visits among the unstably housed by 45%, preventing almost 40 evictions and decreasing hospital inpatient visits by 60%, and securing permitted housing for 65 individuals.
It's just so fulfilling to be able to help a patient who comes here not just for health issues, but also with some of the social determinants of health that affect their health outcomes.
Montefieur's Housing at Risk program aims to remove the stigma associated with homelessness and unstable housing in order to not just change the statistics, but change the trajectory of people's lives. They urge struggling community members to reach out with specific issues they may be facing.
If you are a Montefiore patient, you in need of housing resource services, assistance, whether it's fighting an eviction, fighting living in inaccessible housing, or any other needs like food insecurity, reach out to us here at Montefiore Medical Center.
Reporting for BronxNet, Brittany Schuyler.
And thank you, Brittany. In other news, the Bronx Toastmasters Club in Riverdale marked its 25th anniversary with a vibrant celebration featuring some engaging speech exercises, some interactive games, and a special presentation by a BronxNet guest speaker. Our BronxNet reporter, Jonathan Calixto, has more details.
Conversation, speech exercises, but more importantly, community is what you can find as part of the Bronx Toastmasters Club in Riverdale.
Toastmasters is an international organization. There are groups all over the country and all over the world.
Celebrating 25 years in the Riverdale area of the Bronx, the club welcomes new members, helps others win speech competitions, but more importantly, inspires confidence vocally.
It is a very diverse crowd, and the stories that you hear in this particular group, especially in the icebreakers of how people got here and what they're trying to accomplish, and people who've only been here a few times have actually gone on to win speaking contests.
You learn how to talk, how to prepare your speeches, how to organize a meeting, how to organize your life, how to organize your profession, and how to be a leader.
It allows you to really be confident in your speech and in what you say, and it really allows you to be your best self. And I feel like groups like this are essential.
The club also welcomes guest speakers. For this meeting, it was BronxNet's field production coordinator, Kyrie Moody, sharing his public speaking advice.
I think definitely putting yourself in your public speaking, in your speeches, I think that's the most important part when you guys are public speaking, because you want people to connect with you.
So if you are looking to sharpen up your public speaking skills, Toastmasters is welcoming new members both virtually and in person. Reporting for BronxNet, Jonathan Calixto.
I think I know that guy. All righty, thanks, Jonathan. And community news, the New York City Housing Authority has commenced a green space revitalization project at Castle Hill Houses in the Bronx. Now, this initiative is part of the Green Space Connections program aimed at enhancing accessibility and vibrancy in open spaces across public housing developments. Our BronxNet reporter, Chris Camilla, has a story.
It's being labeled as one of the largest public housing developments breaking major ground. A transformative green space project taking place at Castle Hill Houses, a New York City Housing Authority development in the Bronx, where a ceremony is underway marking the beginning of the initiative, part of the Green Space Connections program aiming to create more accessible and vibrant open spaces across public housing developments.
80% of NYCHA's open spaces are not accessible, and projects like this improve community mental and physical health safety and sustainability. We're inviting residents now here, once this dog run is open, to bring their dogs out to meet their neighbors, to spend some time outdoors, to go and barbecue behind us, or spend time in the playground area. It's really important that NYCHA residents have that opportunity.
Expected to be completed by spring 2025, the reimagined space will feature a new dog park, updated barbecuing area, improved access to greenery, and maintenance updates to community public spots. The amenities chosen by over 800 residents who voted on the project's design.
Every group of residents wants something else, so here we're building the first dog park at NYCHA, which is really exciting, and that's what Castle Hill residents really wanted. In other developments, we've heard that people would love to have playground upgrades.
The Green Space Connections program, a collaboration between the New York City Housing Authority, the Public Housing Community Fund, and the Design Trust for Public Space, will also activate open spaces at 3 other developments: Marlborough and Roosevelt houses in Brooklyn and Patterson houses in the Bronx. The program's participatory design process ensures that residents are involved in shaping their community's green spaces, part of a broader effort to enhance the quality of life for residents and promote more equitable and sustainable public spaces. Event representatives also encourage the community to learn more through available resources and information online.
You go to our website at communityfund.nyc. We have programs like this and all the other offerings we have for public housing residents.
On Lacombe Avenue, BronxNet Community Television, I'm Chris Cumella.
And thank you, Chris. That is all the time we have for our Bronx updates. We are taking a quick break, but guess what? We'll have more open when we return.